Okay, so are you ready to dive into something a little spooky today?
Always up for a good thriller.
Right. Me too. Especially when it's got this kind of unique blend to it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, so we're taking a look at it's a Bollywood film, and it's getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So we're going off a review from MovieKaTicket, and just from reading this,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like it's not just your typical ghost story.
Interesting.
It combines supernatural horror with like a full-on detective investigation.
Ooh, that's a cool combo.
Right. And just the premise alone kind of throws you off balance a bit.
Okay, I'm listening.
So you've got this detective, right? He's investigating a haunting.
Spooky.
But here's the twist. The haunting is somehow connected to a coma patient's spirit.
Whoa, hold on. So we've got a ghost story, a detective thriller, and a medical mystery all in one.
Seems like it. It's like the filmmakers are playing with our expectations.
Definitely. That kind of ambiguity makes it so much more interesting.
Exactly. Like, is this an actual ghost, or is there some psychological element at play?
Or maybe even a criminal element trying to use the supernatural as a cover.
Ooh, good point. Now let's talk about the cast, because this is where it gets even better.
Okay, yeah, tell me more.
So playing the detective Gajraj Awasi is Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
No way! He's amazing.
I know, right? And he's known for being so versatile.
Like, he can play anyone.
Exactly. From a gangster in Gangs of Wasseypur to this super intense cop in Sacred Games.
Oh man, I loved him in that.
Right. So seeing him take on this detective role in the supernatural setting,
Gotta be good.
I have high hopes.
I can already picture him, with that intense focus he has, trying to piece together these bizarre clues.
Yeah, like, is it a crime scene or a haunting?
Or both. That's going to be
Oh.
so fascinating to watch how he portrays that struggle.
Absolutely. And then we have Diana Penty.
Okay, I know her too.
She's playing a double role.
Ooh, double roles always add a layer of mystery.
Right. She's playing Mary Matthews and Anjali Malhotra.
I bet that ties into the whole haunting transformation that the review mentioned.
Yeah, it's got to be connected somehow, right?
Yeah.
But is it a literal transformation, like a physical change?
Maybe. Or a personality shift. Like she becomes a different person when she's possessed.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Or it could be something symbolic, like a representation of her inner turmoil.
It's definitely something to watch out for.
Oh, yeah. Keep an eye on that when you see it.
Totally. And to round out this amazing cast, we have Shreya Dhanwanthary as Dr. Shruti Rawat.
Oh, I loved her in Scam 1992.
She was phenomenal in that.
Hmm.
And she always brings such depth to her characters.
Yeah, like this raw emotional energy.
Exactly. Which seems crucial in a film about a haunting that's tied to some kind of personal trauma.
Definitely. You need someone who can convey that inner pain and how it might connect to the supernatural events.
Absolutely. And speaking of connecting to the supernatural events, the setting itself plays a huge role in Adbhut.
Oh, yeah. The review mentioned the hills.
Yeah, it takes place in the hills, which automatically adds this eerie, isolated vibe.
It's like the classic horror movie setting, right? Like being trapped in a remote location with no escape.
Totally. And it's not just a backdrop. It seems like the setting actually becomes a reflection of the character's psychological states.
Oh, that's interesting. So, like, the isolation and unfamiliarity of the hills mirrors the detective's struggle to understand the supernatural.
Exactly. And the vengeful spirit,
Yeah, trapped in this place, unable to move on.
It's all so perfectly intertwined.
And that really highlights the power of setting in horror, how it can heighten the fear and suspense.
Oh, for sure. And the review also raves about the film's atmosphere.
Yeah, they mentioned the director Sabir Khan and cinematographer Binood Pradhan.
They've apparently created something truly unsettling.
Which makes sense if you've got Nawazuddin Siddiqui with that intense presence and then you put him in this creepy setting.
Right. And then layer on top of that, the music by Julius Packiam.
Oh, yeah, the music can make or break a horror film.
Totally.
Yeah.
And in this case, it sounds like the score is a huge part of what makes it so chilling.
So it seems like Adbhut is going for a really immersive experience.
Definitely. It's not just trying to jump scare you. It's like they're aiming to get under your skin and make you question what's real.
I love that. It's like they're playing with the boundaries between the rational and the irrational.
Exactly. It's not just a ghost story. It's a psychological mystery that taps into our deepest fears.
And the fact that it's also a detective story adds another layer to that.
Right, because you have this element of trying to solve a puzzle,
Yeah, but the pieces of the puzzle might be supernatural.
which makes it all the more intriguing.
For sure. So we've got chills, suspense, a stellar cast, atmospheric direction, and haunting music. It sounds like Adbhut has all the ingredients for a truly captivating film.
It does. But here's a question to consider. Does the detective element ground the supernatural and make it more believable?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or does the haunting elevate the mystery to a whole other level of intrigue?
I guess we'll have to watch and find out.
Exactly.
I'm adding this to my watch list.
Me too.
Yeah.